A new program is seeking to teach economic practices to clergy and lay people. The program of church management is designed to teach economic, financial, and administrative skills to those responsible for the church's material goods. It is taught in conformity to canon law and Catholic social teachings. Joining us from Rome is Pia de Solenni, President and Executive Director of the Global Institute of Church Management. Pia, welcome back. Great to see you again. We spoke about this program probably about a year ago. Remind us again why the program started, and also tell us, how's it going so far?
Great to be back. Thank you so much. The program was started actually at the bequest of Cardinal Pell when he was still at the Secretariat for the Economy in the Vatican, and he saw the need to train church leaders in best management practices, and also so that they would know enough to supervise and enough to be able to hire the right competent lay experts. We've been doing really well despite the pandemic. We've had about 130 students. We started our 4th cohort in February. We will start our 5th cohort in September. It's a year-long certificate program. And we also offer intensives for executives who come for 2 weeks in September or 1 or 2 weeks in February. And we will be resuming our intensives this September. So it's full force, all forces forward. We are also exploring partnerships literally around the world. We've had requests from the Philippines, from Latin America, from Egypt, the United States, Singapore, so all in the exploratory stage, and it's almost growing faster than we are, but we're going to make it happen.
Pia, tell us, why is it so important for the church to have professional management?
Well, the assets of the church exist precisely for the economy of salvation. I mean, the church has many assets, and they exist so that people can be brought to Christ, so that souls can be saved. And if these assets are not managed well, then these souls are not served well. And it's important because we've had a lot of waste in the church. I also think it's important because throughout the world, we have issues of transparency, governance, and accountability, all problems, and I think the church can begin to model this. And what I'm excited to see is that our students who have graduated are already doing this. One of our students from Pakistan, a layman who runs a hospital there, he has only been able to do 2 of our intensive sessions. And already he was able to do an audit at his hospital in Pakistan. And again, normally people say, oh, in the developing countries, you can't do this. Well, he did it. And in doing so, he found out that his hospital had actually performed a tubal ligation. And so what happened was, it's the management practice, the audit, that is allowing the hospital really to stick to its Catholic mission. And without this financial practice, they wouldn't have known that there were activities going on that were actually off mission.
Oh, Pia, we have probably about a minute left or so. I want to switch gears here slightly. I understand you used to work for the Diocese of Orange in California and are familiar with the church in the U.S. Eucharistic revival was a main topic, as you know, at the USCCB meeting last week. What do you think of the focus on communion in the U.S., and why do you think this emphasis is happening now?
Well, I think it's been very politicized by many parties. I think it's also demonstrating a need, a lack of understanding, and I'm hoping that this is a call to live the Eucharist. I find that these matters aren't settled with catechetical debates. They're settled by the lived witness. So I'm hoping that we see this as an opportunity to increase adoration, increase prayer time, increase confessions. That it's really when the Holy Spirit is able to speak to people that the conversions happen, that understanding happens. And the disciples on the way to Emmaus, they didn't say, wow, I heard a great catechesis, or that exegesis was awesome, or that was a great argument. They said, were not our hearts stirred? And that is the Holy Spirit. And I think that we have to live this at every level, and we certainly can start at the parish level if we aren't already.
Pia, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for speaking with us, and thank you for what you do. God bless you. Pia de Solenni, President and Executive Director of the Global Institute of Church Management.